Hello, data science students. I hope you're all staying well, happy, healthy, and safe. So yesterday we had our live, synchronous, whatever you want to call it, session on Zoom, and I promised you guys that if a minimum of 19 of you showed up to class, I would give you 1 day's extra credit on the current assignment, and guess what? You guys made it. It took a little bit of arm twisting by some of your colleagues, I think, to get enough people in there, but you did it. And that's awesome. So now all you guys have a little extra time to work on your assignment if you so choose. And if you so don't choose, you get an extra day's worth of credit on it, which is kind of awesome in itself. Anyway, there were some pretty good questions asked during the session. By the way, my recommendation would ask these, probably a week before your assignments are due instead of like the day before your assignments are due. So, just word of advice for future Q&A sessions. One of the common things that I heard was, my distance list, it's so big, I can't process it, it's taking forever. Several of you had this problem. And usually what that means is that your distance list isn't being cleared. So how most of you structure this, you've got a for loop looping over the x positions of your grid you're reconstructing, the y positions of the grid you're reconstructing, and then you have a for loop that loops over all the points that you're comparing against. So in between the loop where you process the points you're doing your comparisons against or your reconstruction from, in between that one and the loop outside of that, the one that's probably looping over your either x or y values, you want to set your distance list equal to a new list. Otherwise, every time you go from x0 to from x0 y0 to x1 y1 or whatever, whatever the next set of points are, you're adding more and more values to that distance list. And keep in mind, you only want to process the distances from the points within your raw data to the point that you're currently trying to reconstruct. So you're not wanting to accumulate all of those distances for every single point in your list. So you're going to want to clear that out each time. I believe I actually make note of this in the video where we're walking through it as a sketch. So be sure that you're clearing your distance list. The other thing, I think two of you asked about whether or not I could use dictionaries to solve this, because most of the advice I've been giving has been list focused. And yeah, you can use a dictionary to solve this problem. I think lists might be more straightforward, and it's definitely more generalizable to things that aren't Python. But yeah, if you get it working with dictionaries, I ain't gonna count that off. You got it working, and that's what's important. Um, Another common problem people are having is, oh my goodness, my color map don't work. So if your color map's not working properly, one, make sure that you've got the minimum Python version specified in the slides where we first talk about this. So if you're using Python 3 or higher, you're probably set. I think it's like 2.7.13 or something like that is the oldest version of Python for the code that we went over to actually work properly. But most of you, I believe, are using Python 3, so it shouldn't be a problem. If you're having issues where you are, let me grab a piece of paper here because it's easier to sketch. What I need to do, I need to get like another camera that points up at my whiteboard that's above my desk, and that'd be easier for doing these kind of things. But you're doing your reconstruction on this badly drawn picture of the U.S. Some of you are getting weird, strange looking, like really strange looking, but one color only reconstructions that might look like this. Why does it look like that? I don't know. But most of you who's been having this problem is actually a problem with passing parameters to matplotlib. So how we typically do our scatter function, it looks like this. And I'm writing this out so you guys can see it. Okay, so we've been using our scatter function like this, okay? So what some of you are doing, the ones who are seeing this particular issue, are probably doing something like this. Okay, so you're probably doing matplotlib.scatter x values, y values, and then your values that you want to be changing the color using your color map. After that, followed by cmap equal viridis is what I've recommended you guys use. For some of you, this actually seems to work, but not all of you. And this is almost technically what you should be doing. The difference, however, if you're experiencing the strange plotting error that I mentioned just a moment ago, what you probably actually need to be doing is, and let me get another color to underline it. What you actually probably want to do is this. So mplot.scatter x values, y values, then C equal the values for your reconstruction. And then cmap equal, in this case, it would be viridis. So specifically saying C equals your population change values for your reconstruction. And that'll probably solve your problem. Matter of fact, everyone who's come to me with the plot that's looked like this, making this one little change right here, has fixed the problems for them. So that should be good. Okay, those were actually the most common questions we got. If you guys have any other thoughts, any questions or anything, please don't hesitate to get in touch with me, get in touch with Riley. We're here to talk to you guys and help. Also, reminder, it's advising season. So, get ready to take your classes. Most of your advisors have probably reached out to you at this point. If they haven't, maybe ping them because, they're busy. Sometimes their mails get lost in spam or whatever. But yeah, reach out to your advisors if they haven't reached out to you already. If your advisors have reached out to you, please reply back to them because, we're trying really hard to get you guys taken care of and ready for next semester. Yeah, that pretty much covers it. I really loved seeing you guys in class yesterday on Zoom. It was awesome, especially to have so many of you show up. That was great. Please continue to do this. Matter of fact, we might do a similar bonus point for attendance scenario next time around too. So we'll see. But we're getting close to the end of the semester. We're going to be starting our last set of topics this coming week. On the topic of this coming week, I am going to be at a virtual conference Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I'll still be able to have some office hours, but they'll have to be outside of my regular office hours because I'm going to be giving talks and organizing sessions during my usual times. Otherwise, if you need me, send me an email. If you send me a direct message on Discord, I'll probably get that too. And as Riley can probably point out, I'm not a Discord aficionado, but I'm trying my best. But I think I've been able to reply to most of you in a way that's reasonable. Sometimes it might be, well, send me an email about that, but we're doing the best we can. And if you guys have any questions, again, for like the third time in this one video, shoot me an email Riley, ask questions in the questions channel on Discord. I love you guys. You're awesome because you know what? You're helping each other out. Like several of you have been like actively giving tips and feedback to the other students posting questions in the Discord channel. That is amazing. That's the kind of stuff I want to see. And I'm really glad some of you are understanding the topic sufficiently to actually, like lend assistance, which is awesome. A lot of you are using like your gaming handles in there, so I have no idea which one of you it is. But if it's you, congratulations. Thank you for helping out. And for the rest of you, thank you for bearing with us and helping, make the class possible. And, with that said, hope you're all doing well, staying happy, staying healthy, staying safe, and stay in touch. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.